A very good morning, class 10 students. Here is Richa Prabhakar, and I welcome you all to your biology class. As all of you now aware that I am uploading lectures from the chapter that is how do organisms reproduce. We are interacting from the last few weeks, and I have observed few points which I wanted to discuss with you. First thing I have observed is that whenever something is asked to you inside the lecture or at the end of the lecture, uh, there are only very less students, only 4 or 5 students, they are answering those questions. As it is in my habit, always whenever I give lecture, there are so many doubts which come in my mind which I wanted to ask from you. That is why, that is the reason I include those small questions in my lecture. So it is although it is not compulsory for you to answer, I cannot force you for that, but I will. It is better that if you know the answer, then please try to reply that without looking that this question is very simple. Oh, somebody has already answered it. Don't go for those things. There are many individuals who are going to answer it first, and then others they are going to answer at last. But you are going to write your own paper in the exam. Nobody is going to write your paper, right? So also you have to answer without looking in the comment section and without looking at this into this thing that this answer is very easy, this is difficult. Don't go for those things. The second thing, the more you will interact with me, if you are having any kind of doubt in any word, in any sentence, in any concept, feel free to ask. You can mention your questions in the videos in the comment section, or you can message me also, but try to interact, try to solve your doubts, right, rather than just keeping them with yourself. I maybe it maybe take one day, or it maybe I will immediately get back to you with your answers. The more and more you will interact, that will be very helpful for me to upload more and more good lectures for you in the upcoming days, right? So if I discuss about today's lecture, today I'm not going to teach you further about the sexual reproduction, that we will discuss tomorrow. Today I'm going to revise, I'm going to ask few questions that whatever we have discussed till now, that will help me and you to understand that which kind of questions they can be asked from these topics. So I will request every one of you that take your time. There is no need to rush, there is no need to hurry. Take your time, read the questions carefully, and mention those answers at your individual level. Although nothing is compulsory for you, you can take your own time and mention your answers. If still there is any difficulty in any kind of topic, you can mention your doubts, right? So let's start our today's lecture. So students, let's discuss one by one, and these discussion will help you to give best answer for all the options. And let's start with a little bit. I have taken few practical based questions also, which normally they ask in the your multiple choice form. That is about the like amoeba, spirogyra, yeast, right? These questions they usually come in your multiple choice type. Like following diagrams, they are given, they were drawn by 4 different students after watching or after observing a slide of budding yeast, right? They observed a slide and they draw the 4 diagrams, and we have to mention that which one is correct after for the budding in the yeast. So there are few once first student they he drew this diagram, then second diagram is this, and third and fourth. According to you, what is the correct diagram out of all these 4? So you have to mention your correct answer on the basis of these 4 diagrams. If I gave you a slide and you observe that slide under the microscope, which kind of diagram you will draw for the budding type of reproduction in case of yeast, right? So according to you, which diagram is the best representative of your best answer? Is it 1, or is it 2, or is it 3, or is it both 1 and 4? So that is easy for you. If you are easier, if you have understood the asexual reproduction in case of yeast, you can mention your answer to me. Next is the second question is, that is, a student observed a slide of a stage. There is not exact that fission is finished. No, it is a stage in which, in the binary fission of amoeba under a microscope, as it is given here, which of the following is most appropriate best statement with respect to your observation? They have given you a slide observation for the observation, and in slide you are able to observe this diagram in which cytoplasm is visible to you, nucleus is visible to you, and plasma membrane is there, and this is a diagram of fission. It is a stage, any stage of amoeba. So you have to mention which stage it is. Is it a starting stage when fission just starts, or it is an intermediate stage where nucleus is already nucleus is divided but cytoplasm is not divided yet, or is it an intermediate stage where cytoplasm is nearly divided but nucleus is not divided, or is it representing the final stage of your fission? So I think it is very much clear from the diagram that which kind of stage it is. Is it a first stage, or is it a last stage, or this diagram is looking to you as the intermediate stage? If it is intermediate stage, then which kind of stage it is, right? So read that question once again and then mark your best answer. The third question, that is from your reproduction, from your DNA, that characters that are transmitted from parents to offsprings. We have discussed about the reproduction. We have started with sexual reproduction. Now we have an idea that how characters they are transmitted. So characters that are transmitted from parents to offspring during reproduction, they show both similarities and variation, or they did not show any kind of similarity or variation, or they show only variations with the parents, only variations, or they show some similarities and variations with the plants. I don't think this answer can be correct, right? Obviously you have to choose your best answer from these three options, that did they do they show some similarity or variation, or they show both similarities and variation. It is very easy to answer for every one of you. The fourth question here is about the male reproductive part. Male reproductive part is he has asked that a stamen consists of two parts. A stamen consists of two parts. What is those parts of stamen? Is it an anther and style, or is it anther and filament, or stigma and style, or what about the filament and style? If you have understood male reproductive part of a flower, you can easily mention the best answer out of these four, that what does a stamen consist of, what is a stamen made up of. Next, let's move on to fifth question, that which of the following is not included in a pistil? What is a pistil? It is a female reproductive part of a flower. That was our last lecture only, where we discussed about the structure of a flower. So what is not included in a pistil? It is the easiest structure about the female reproductive part of a flower. Is a filament is a part of pistil? What about style, ovary, and then stigma? So which one is not a part of pistil? Next is the sixth question, that Rohit, he planted a stem cutting. He planted basically through the artificial vegetative propagation, he planted a stem cutting of a mango tree from the variety Alfonso. Alfonso is a variety of mango. So he used the layering technique instead of planting its seed. He used the layer technique. He did not plant the seed of the Alfonso. What features would he observe in the new mango tree if he used layering technique, basically cutting? Then what will be his observation? Will his plant, that mango tree, will late fruits will be observed? Late fruiting will be observed there or not? Then same taste or flavor of the fruit will be there? same DNA as the parent plant. So as you can see that two answers, they are correct from these three options. So you have to choose your best two options for the as the correct answer. That what will be your observation, that will the mango tree give late fruits, or it will show the same taste and flavor as compared to the parent plant, or the same DNA as the parent plant. So choose any two correct options for these. Next is the seventh question, that is, if you ever, every one of you have observed, must have observed, that is the slimy layer on a pond's water surface. Whenever the water is not moving, there is a slimy green layer is observed many times, and it is due to the growth of our green alga. What is the name of that green alga? This is the Spirogyra. They look green and very unattractive. So according to you, which mode of asexual reproduction does Spirogyra produce? That is the direct answer. You just have to mention the which kind of reproduction is there we talked about in Spirogyra. That will be your correct answer. Will it be budding, or was it spore formation, or is it fragmentation, or multiple fission? So you can mark your best answer. Next is the eighth question, is which of the following statements is true about DNA of cells? Here now we are talking about the sexual reproduction, DNA of the cells, which are specifically involved in the sexual reproduction. Out of these options, two are correct, right? So read these options carefully. That DNA copying mechanism, they are not accurate in reproductive cell. When any cell receive a copy of DNA forms its own copies, right? DNA, when it undergoes replication, or I will say DNA forms its many copies. So every time, is that copy mechanism, is that copy process, is it accurate? We discussed about this, right? So according to you, if it is accurate or it is not accurate, you have to decide. So the second option is the amount of DNA is half in the zygote. Zygote, when does it form? When two gametes, we are talking about sexual reproduction, right? So when two gametes, male and female gametes, they join, then they form the zygote. So he's saying here that amount of DNA is half in the zygote when compared to the other cell types. You can compare it with the gametes, you can compare it with the somatic cell types. So according to you, what should be the amount of DNA? Gametes have the same amount of DNA as other cell types. That I asked also in my last lecture, and very few of you have marked that answer. That the last option for you is sexual reproduction leads to mixing of DNA from two different individuals. I really hope and wish that you are able to make out that which two answers they are correct. So take out your best answers and then mention them. Ninth is the second last question, is which of the following is an example of natural vegetative propagation? If I ask you grafting, if I ask you layering, cutting, are these the natural vegetative propagation? No, they are not the natural vegetative propagation processes. Budding, buds, bryophyllum, that is in which leaves are involved, or somewhere, if I will say, like your potato tubers, they are involved, which are having eyes. They are the natural parts which are involved in the natural vegetative propagation. So which one is the best answer? If options are like germination of a new rose plant through layering technique, or germination of a grape plant through grafting technique, or germination of bryophyllum from birds, or germination of any ornamental plant in a tissue culture laboratory. Tissue culture is actually performed in the laboratory condition. So laboratory condition, so definitely they are the artificial condition. You cannot mention them in the natural propagation process. So last question for you is, what happens, but the easiest question, what happens when a planarian or if you are mentioning a plural, that will be planaria. So what happens when a planarian is cut into fragments? That is the one mode of reproduction in planaria. Will all the fragments they regenerate into new organism, or if the fragment which is having the head only that will regenerate into new organism, or suppose if it is cut into four fragments or three fragments, only half of the fragment will regenerate into new organism. According to you, what is the best answer? So please, all of you, again I will request all of you, mention your answers at your individual level. Don't look in the comment section that who have mentioned the answer and who have not mentioned the answer, that these are so easy questions for you, but still mention the answer of each and every question. So tomorrow I will talk about the fertilization in the plants with you.